So as the title suggests, I'm an Argentinian who completely boycotted soccer. I used to be a fanatic almost. I used to love Maradona and then eventually Messi. I grew up in Jersey. I also have Spaniard in my ancestry. So three reasons to be very into soccer, football or football. So Maradona, Messi, all this was stuff that I borderline worshipped. And when I became a Christian, I still held on to it. I'm just figuring, well, bro, every Christians can have hobbies, right? But let's start off with this. Something that even an atheist, and I say even an atheist because I'm taking away biblical principle and what they would typically deem as what we can all agree on is, murder and oppressing the poor. What does the World Cup do? You guys know what happened in Qatar, right? Just to build these stadiums, they are oppressing the poor. They're getting migrant workers from Nepal, Indonesia. And the murder rate, or I should say the death rate, of how often they got killed just because of these working conditions we have to hurry up and make everything look perfect because the world's going to see us. This is not only in Qatar. This happened in Brazil, Argentina's rival. And I give my heart out to the people that are like, yo, what about our transportation system? What about our schools? They don't got money for that, but the World Cup comes along and, oh yeah, this takes precedence. So there's that. Then there's just simple idolatry. Maradona, even in a Catholic country, and I'm not Catholic, but even in a reportedly Catholic country, the blasphemy. Maradona has a church that has hundreds of thousands of members, not only Argentinians, but people from Scotland, Italy, and so on. And yeah, they pretend it's satire, but they literally call him Dios. Okay? What's crazy to me, most people don't recognize this, is that when Maradona retired, up until he died, Argentina has not even won a Continental Cup. I almost look at it like God doesn't care about sports, but the moment you start calling a player God, it's almost like a curse. They have not won the Continental Cup or the World Cup until he died. That's pretty interesting. But anyway, the point is that there are so many reasons, both biblical and even what you would call Enlightenment era thinking, as if we got this age of morality without God, which I completely disagree with. But even on that standard, there is no good reason to give in to these overhyped athletes.